Hey, traders. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good one. Just going live like we do. Haven't been home much today. A lot of appointments with renovations and all that. But yeah, Bitcoin's soul searching. Why I say that? Because you got a bunch of bearish variables, but the trend's bullish. So you're now contracting in price, or you're making lower highs, but technically higher lows. So very neutral. If you could add any more indecision or uncertainty to Bitcoin right now, a mini symmetrical triangle, that's gonna put the icing on the cake, right? But you know, the thing is, it's just, you gotta reiterate, it's very difficult to just ignore the very clear, extremely well developed bearish divergence, class A, that is about to go negative. But the price hasn't gone down yet. So, I mean, you're just so close to all-time highs. You're making higher lows. Some people out there could just argue here, okay? Some people could argue that you're talking like some sort of cup with handle stuff, dude. Like, not even kidding. So, it just, right now, is not very clear on Bitcoin. You could definitely say that, though. Okay, so, what happens when you're showing possibly a bullish continuation pattern with bearish variables? Well, the trend's bullish, really, really bullish, so it's tough relying on the bearish stuff. All right. Does anyone see this? Am I crazy here? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy at all. And what I love about it, the potential cup with handle idea, is the right handle is higher than your left handle or cup. Or, sorry, the right side of the cup is higher than the left side of the cup. Those are the strongest potential cup with handles. The weaker ones are when the right side of the cup is lower than the left side, and then the ones that are pretty good and okay are the ones that are identical, right? But this is a higher high, so very bullish looking structure here on the daily that's in development right now. Because you know, you think this bearish divergence plays out, oh no, it dumps, but it's not dumping. It's just handling right now. It's literally cup with handling. So you can get, that's why it looks pretty that way, but I mean, you just say cup and then the handle that people are a little more used to. There's your handle, man, okay? Cup with handle. So measured move, like for real, conservatively. Alright, so if we were to continue.
I just hope you are good. Could we have a look at ACRO? Looks pretty good, but want a second opinion. Thanks.
Thank you, Manimal, for 20. Thank you, dude. Yes, we'll look at it, of course. So you can be conservative and just say, all right, that's kind of it, right? I mean, you could plot like a neckline here that's upsloping. I understand, you know, and it's a little bit larger of a measured move, and then the breakout point's like 63,000. I mean, all-time highs is the breakout. You could be at all-time highs and still not break out of this. You plot it that way, or the measured move takes you like $80,000. Yeah, 80K. But anyway, what I like doing, this is just me, I'm just a conservative fella. I just like kind of doing it like this, where, you know, okay, I get it. That's where the cup is to the bottom top. That I like that. So I do it like that, and you just do it from that breakout of that you're above, right? You've spent greater part of 72 hours trying to backtest the old February 21st high of all time as support. So in this situation, a little bit more conservatively, you're talking $72,000, which is very close to the second target of the trade setup that's currently active. Yes, an active trade setup, $67,000 is the target, second target. So that is a way to look at it. If the bearish signals become violated and become invalidated, which is possible because these conditions are so extremely bullish. Okay.
Thoughts could pop further very soon. Thanks, man.
So stay tuned. Yeah, DOT looks amazing. DOT looks stupidly strong, even in its little bit of selling. You know, the past, I don't know, 3 days or so, doesn't matter. Like, because all it had to do was just make a higher low than that other low, and it's still making higher lows, and now it's showing an inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, DOT looks like it's probably gonna be going up to the, you know, the fib extensions. What's up, Ricky Bobby, dude?
Ricky Bobby, super chat, $50. Hey brother, hope everything is well. Can you please take a look on BPro? I know it's kinda fine, but I just want a second opinion about it. I'm just curious about that project THX.
Thank you to the 50, Ricky Bobby. Big deal, man. Having the chat. Thank you. Thank you for the contributions. So yeah, we'll add to the list. I think we've been monitoring that one, right? P Pro. I can't really remember, wrap my head around. Oh, it was looking good or bad. There's so many S coins we've been looking at lately. It's... What's up, Gavin, man? Dude, chat, did you hear that?
If BTC makes new ATHs by Monday evening, Mitch's top donation will see a new ATH next week. Mark my words.
Wow. Chat. Get all your savings out of your coffers. Let's pump this thing. Alright? I'm just kidding. But, thank you, Gavin, for the interesting contribution. Thank you for the 75, certainly, but thanks for the message of the contribution that is super interesting. Which, I don't know, man. Like, is it gonna hit? What was it? Is it gonna hit all-time odds by Monday evening? Okay, so we've got all weekend for something insane to happen. Pray for the weekend warriors to be here, but you know, the 4 hours really neutral right now. Yeah, that hidden bearish divergence kind of extending on, right, where you could go all the way down to 56,300 again, and I guess be contained within the parameters of this neutral structure of consolidation. Right there. So,
Fifth date in the time hype, are you?
Benjamin, I'm flattered, dude. Thank you for the 5th date, but, sorry, man. Still not gonna put out, alright? Thank you. Hold on. I've been, dude, has anyone downloaded the new Windows update? I mean, I had to restart my computer. Why am I late? Oh, okay, sorry I'm late by like, you know, was late by like 15 minutes because Windows. Like, everything, like, just their whole operating system just completely crapped out. I don't know. Had to just turn my computer off manually. So I don't know if other people are having issues, but it's terrible. All right, so that's the there are two ways to look at it, right? I mean, it's like the slightly higher high with the bearish divergence in normal market conditions. You think, oh yeah, impending price action versus the downside. It's still being applied. The chart is still implying that, but at the same time, if there are actually too many people buying this asset, like, it is real. I mean, the bearish indicators and bullish trends are oftentimes unreliable, and when they do play out, they are most of the time very underperforming, right? So say this played out, oh no, it could sell off to 53, 52K, bounce and go higher. So just, you can't be sold. You got to be a little weary of that. Same with Ethereum, I guess, right? Ethereum looks so bad. I mean, it looks terrible. In market conditions that are normal or bearish, oh god, all in, not all in, but really nice opportunity to go short. And these market conditions is so tough to have conviction or to trust the bearish stuff, right? It's really tough. Brazil approved a Bitcoin ETF. Johnny, thank you for the update. Source, trust me, bro. Thank you, dude. If you say stuff like that, just put the source in there, so everyone can have like solace, peace of mind. So you know, however many people are watching, don't like trust it blindly without a source. Kevin, man. Wow.
On the other hand, if BTC hits $10 in the next week, I will charge back everything I have ever donated. It's all fake. Start praying.
I'll take that bet. All right,
is coming.
Dude. If that happens, man, I think we got a lot bigger problems than Gavin's total donations. Right, we got big problems. If Bitcoin hits $10 anytime next week, what has happened? We may not even be able to get on the internet if Bitcoin's at $10 next week, because that's how bad something would have to be to where we can't even access the World Wide Web. Okay, thank you for the 75 on top of 75, Gavin. Man, I hear you, dude. You might need that money back if Bitcoin's at $10. Okay, sorry. Yeah, EMP Connect, exactly. So anyway, let's go to Ethereum.
Have you talked about ACRO/USDT? If not, I would like to hear your opinion. TA next, mate.
That's the first time in history that 2 people have requested ACRO. Everyone loves the S-Coin ACRO now. So this is what I'm talking about here. Why it's so scary looking, so bearish looking, ridiculous. But it hasn't broken the neckline yet. Not yet. It hit that neckline and bounced the Bitcoin. If Bitcoin keeps going, it's going to invalidate this. If Bitcoin dumps, it's going to play out.
Can you look at Dollar Muse today? Grazie.
Thank you, Anthony, for the $50 contribution. Super chat. We'll look at it. Yeah. 100%. Thank you. So, right, I mean, Ethereum, hidden bearish divergence on the daily. Head and shoulders pattern at the PCZ of a textbook bearish cipher pattern. You're back testing old resistance as resistance again on the right shoulder. That's pretty bad, right? I mean, it's all so bearish. Even now, it still looks so bad. But if Bitcoin keeps going up, I just don't see how this could play out. There's no way this is going to dump if Bitcoin catches bids off this potential cup with handle, because it's not really real cup with handle until I think it breaks the handle, which is it's near there. You just gotta catch. It's like you're so deep in the development of this potential cup with handle on daily that it's at any time now, right? It could break out anytime. Now at the same time, of course, it could sell off to the bottom of the potential handle, and that could take you down to like $51,800. A lot of downside, right? But how does this play out if this bullish continuation pattern and a bullish trend plays out, right? It won't. This will completely get violated, and it will probably see, I mean, you're thinking $2,200 max or plus, $2,200 plus. Okay. Because, I mean, we did this in Patreon last night. Dude, in bull trends, like on the stock market, where the money printer's just going burr, which who knows, maybe crypto's getting that money printer, that same thing's going on now. But like again, a great example was Qualcomm. I don't think the work saved or anything. We'll just redraw it. And it's different context here. Like Qualcomm was way different context because Qualcomm was at all-time highs. But just look at this structure, how pretty it is. I mean, how textbook, gorgeous. This momentum shifting structure developed. It was at all-time highs, so a lot different in terms of, because like, you know, it's way stronger bearish argument on Ethereum right now than there was on Qualcomm. But as you can see, right, what happened?
Matthew D, and of course my tin supplier, Darren. Love the MRTA community.
Thanks, Mr. Hyde. Hype in the chat for some. Let's get some tints. A tint city. All right. Thank you, man. Much love. But you can see what happens on assets.
Hey there, Mitch. Could you take a peek at Hive today? The crypto coin called Hive, not the stock.
Yeah. Hive blockchain. Yeah. Not Hive the stock. Oh, it's Hive crypto, I guess. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Larry, for clarifying that. So you can see what happens in bullish conditions when bearish patterns present themselves, right? They fail to break out, and what do they do? They mark up. They have big rallies. And they go to their fib extensions of the head, right? High to low. Where'd you go before you pull back? You're in between the 1414 and the 16184 before selling off, back testing kind of the old high. That's support. Hidden bullish divergence. And then you you just kept going, and it appreciated in value like 50+%. And I can't. What was it again? It was like off the bounce of that failed head and shoulders. It rallied 53% in the next 124 days. So that is very well what could happen on Ethereum if Bitcoin catches bids. So you better, if you care about Ethereum at all, you better pray for Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin's cup with handle plays out, Ethereum's going to moon too. Probably not going to be as amazing as Bitcoin's performance, but still. Okay, just wanted to go over that so you just understand, though there is a bearish argument presented, and it very well could play out because you're not even close to out of the woods yet on Ethereum. Okay, I'm not making calls here. I think you're at a point where, man, there's bearish variables like that, but it's against the trend. It could almost be a coin flip. Almost, right? So what we're looking for are, we know the trend is extremely bullish, and we know that there's a bullish pattern that is developed in the bullish trend. That's good. That's what we're looking for. But when you're showing bearish stuff in a bullish trend, it makes it a lot more difficult to make a call, right? To say, all right, I think I have strong conviction that the upside probability is higher than the downside. Here it's tough to say, right? Really tough. Anyway, I think you'll take it easy on me whichever way this breaks, right? Because I'm trying to present to you and tell you what's going on. All right. What's up, JN viewer? Dude, thank you so much. Yeah, so I didn't know who did it, man. Your name is like kind of a bunch of numbers and stuff on Rarible. But yeah, someone has purchased one of the 3 Elon Musk Doge creation NFTs. Thank you, dude. JN viewer. I just thank you for presenting or showing yourself, right? Hold on, I'll show y'all.
Hi Mitch, you are awesome. What's your opinion on options trading? How do you account for time and price targeting? Mess with the fib time zone tool?
No, I don't do that. But if I do, I don't always do options. I don't often do options. But if I do, it's you know, you got like a quarter, 3 months out. You know, and you're applying the traditional technical analysis, and you do have an edge on the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly at the same time. The 4 hour is really important, because if you have time sensitive stuff, you really want to start going, you got it, that 4 hours like the buying signal for your long, for the option if one was going to do it. You can't have like, oh, it looks good on the weekly, it's okay on the daily, and then nothing on the 4 hour. You better have a buying signal on that 4 hour, but also have help on the daily and weekly if you can help it. Thanks, dude. So yeah, this is the NFT that JN viewer has purchased. The creation of Doge. 2 left. All right, it says right here, owners. See a bunch of numbers. So thanks, man. Jesus chimes for that, because it's not cheap. Thank you. Streets about, man, Bitcoin soul searching because bullish pattern but bearish indicators, so contradicting variables on Bitcoin makes it really tough here. But the good news is, if you're a patron and you're in the Bitcoin trade, right, you're not worried about either way, right, because you've taken profit at the profit taking level over $61,000, right? One would have done that. They're still in a portion of this trade, and if it breaks down, oh, okay, you're taking on some short-term losses. We think there could be a great opportunity at 52K if it gets down there, where there could be really nice bullish divergence in the 4 hour. If it doesn't break down, one's still in the position, it breaks the upside, and we get the target sooner rather than later. Boom. It's okay either way. For the person who got in at reasonable levels of low risk, high reward opportunity, right? Down here at the $46,000, $47,000 area. It was nearly 48, like 47.8 or whatever. So you're not worried about anything, because you've made money on the trade, you're still in position, and it go down or up, whatever, okay? But for the people that didn't participate in taking longs at low risk, high reward opportunities, take this as a learning opportunity, I guess, because it's like, what do you want from me? I can only help you in certain ways, and it's getting you in at a lower risk area. And now when you hit a target and it's showing complete amounts of indecision, bearish stuff, bullish stuff, get a coin out and flip it, man.
China to me, China.
Top is in. Moon Boy dreams about to turn into nightmares. Load the FUD. Load the Chinese lesson. 0.0233785 LTC.
10 kills for living, 469. Litecoin. Alright, thank you, dude. Dude, it very well could drop, right? I mean, you just got this extended amount of positive momentum, slightly lower high in the previous side before it, go negative, all right? And we know if you break 58,087, you're probably going down to 55K. Could be fast. right? And that's just the psychological, and it's actually becoming a support resistance for real a little bit. So yeah, man, you're just barely hanging on, but contradicting variables, not the best for taking longs. And you know what's going to happen. Bitcoin does dump. All your altcoin streams are going to get shattered. Ethereum's going to go back to the neckline and could very well break it. Okay, let's go to Litecoin. That is also like same boat as Ethereum, right? Bearish cipher, bear pole, bear flag looking stuff. Lots of just bearish convergence, man. If Bitcoin dumps, this thing's gonna go down to 179. I think Bitcoin dumps. That's where it's headed. 179 to 173. Okay, that's near the measure move area. I don't even need to measure the move. That's the cycle. I mean, that's the ice line from history. That's very important. That's been regarded over and over and over as a congestion area. That's where it be. X marks the spot. Okay. No bid's being caught on this yet, right? Worse than Bitcoin. The hidden bullish divergence played out and only manifested into bearish consolidation. That's ugly, man. Really ugly on Litecoin and Ethereum. So disgusting. I mean, you just gotta wonder. These are so ugly and bearish looking. Are they just implying? Are they the ones that are canaries in the coal mine that are saying, "Yep, Bitcoin's a lot tougher to kind of gauge, but yeah, they're gonna go down, and Bitcoin's gonna go down too"? I guess, right? I don't know. No, this does not look like a 5.0. This is a textbook bearish cipher. How could it be a 5.0 when the PCZ was the 786 of the cipher? You know, it could have gone to the 886, the 113%. Anyway, so it just doesn't look good on some of these legacy alts that are higher market cap. Okay, so we can what was that request? ACRO. Wow, dude, it's like that one's not on the watch list. God, how many friggin' S coins do I have to keep adding to my watch list, man? Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. Inversion. It looked great. Hidden bullish divergence down here on this bottom. Left shoulder head, right shoulder. Look, man, it's so cool where the neckline was. Neckline was this resistance from February 5th. You broke it, and you're working on getting to that one wick. February 4th that is all-time highs, right? I mean, that's the target, 7.1 cents. If you did a measured move here, if you just wanted to know, I mean, that's it. That's the neckline. That's perfect neckline. Right, I'm gonna break out right there. Oh, go figure. 7.1 cents is very close to that wick up there, right there. So it's on the way to playing out. If Bitcoin pulls the rug, it's not going to get there, you know. But if Bitcoin goes sideways, holds up, doesn't dump, then you just got a chance of getting there. That's it, though. What you got to love about ACRO, more than this inverse head and shoulders that was recently created, was the fact that this range was created, you know, the bottom of the range. You can clearly see the correlation of price action, right? I love how it got back above that range bottom and then back tested it as support before going to the top of the range. And then that's where it created consolidation, and now it's going again. So what is there to look at? What else do you want to see on ACRO? 2 people contributed wanting to see this, so okay, makes sense. You're almost at the target. Now, if it ever broke 7.2 cents for real, like actual real price action, you're just thinking about high to low. Your second target would be 8.4 cents, the 1272. 9 cents is the 1414, and then 10 cents, 10.1 cents is the 1.618 fib extension. Those would be like bonus targets if it actually got into price discovery mode and kept going. Just letting you know in case it did happen, which I'm not saying it will. I'm saying it, if it did, you got targets. And remember, it's like that high to low is how you anchor for those Fibonacci extension targets. All right, ACRO, roasted, DOT, looking good. Up 8.4%, unfortunately. And this is what we're thinking. Okay, this is like, well anyway, I had this idea. Even after the selling, it didn't matter because it ended up making a higher low than that C anyway. So that's how you know the harmonics are still valid when if you do sell off after pivoting, as long as wherever the bottom is doesn't violate or fall lower than that C, then it's still valid. So thinking still eventually on DOT, assuming Bitcoin doesn't dump, which it's not looking that great right now, like on the 4 hour, it's just barely hanging on to that 58,090 area. That's like where traders settled up at their highest point back February 21st, right, on the 4 hour. Bitcoin does hold and starts rallying, and then or just doesn't get volatile and screw things up for all these alts, I think you really got a chance of seeing $50. $50. And then you got the measured move, or not measured move, but the pattern completion zone of this bearish deep crab that would be slightly above $52. So that's where you could be headed on DOT if the macro doesn't crap out. DOT has been one of the best performing assets in this whole market. If you haven't noticed, it's real, and it could continue to do that. But it's only if Bitcoin doesn't get volatile and nasty and this bearish divergence plays out, then you got no chance. But excuse me. Looks good. All right, next one. B-Pro again. Yeah. We've been looking at B-Pro. People keep requesting it, or it might be just you that keeps requesting it. Yeah, it was a great trade setup for. Oh, it looks amazing, dude. Actually, look at the 4 hour here, man. The hidden bullish divergence is extremely real. At least, well, from the low here to the next low. Losing the negative momentum's great. We'll see here. It's very, very close. Very close. But it is a lower low, barely, about the same low. But you can see here the argument that could have been made for hidden bullish divergence if this was just slightly higher. So in penny price action continuation locally, big bullish engulfing candle about 8 hours ago, maybe, and then indecision candle, and now you're trying to engulf the indecision candle somewhat. And yeah, you could look at it almost like what? I think you can kind of see it, right? One bottom, yeah, whatever, and then two bottoms. You got a potential double bottom going on. It's looking like right there would maybe be the neckline. If you break that, just the size of that range you've been stuck in. You know, I know there's a lot of chop out of it, but what you can clearly see 3 different times on the top. That's real resistance. It's gonna be regarded again. So, well, that target could take you up to 4.2 cents, right? I mean, kind of simple way to look at it, right? If you're going to keep losing that negative momentum and it's actually look, man, you're in a really bullish trend. You've already had that beautiful look too. God, TA, man, before they get nuts, it's starting to even out again and not be as crazy the straight line up, you know, so you at least got some data here. But it's like you're in a clear, concise uptrend. You sold off once. You rally, you sold off again. And on the second time that bears tried to push this thing down, they were unsuccessful and failed. So now you have potentially a confirmation low. So confirmation lows are really good. That's you as the smart trader. You like confirmation. You need confirmation. You don't like just taking longs at random areas like scalpers. Have fun with that, man. I don't play that game. I play the confirmation game. This is a form of a potential confirmation. Okay. And the breakout point is 3.29 cents. If it breaks that, then you got a good chance of seeing 4.2 cents, which, I mean, you'd be appreciating value like 25+%. That's not bad, dude. Okay, there's your B Pro network. Not too bad. Not the worst one I've seen. Good luck at Bitcoin dumps, though, right? It's up 13% today, so I don't even know. I'm not telling you take a long right now. I'm just telling you what could occur if this is a confirmation low. All right. Next one was
Dash, please. Thanks, boss.
What's up, Beach Jedi? Thanks for the 20. Yeah, we'll look at Dash. Put it on the list. All right, next one. Yeah, this one we've been looking at, right? Used to wrap Ether.
Hey Mitch, learning so much from your streams. Keep up the good work. Any thoughts on $GRT bullish cipher? Peace, brother.
Yeah, we were looking at that yesterday. It had not quite hit that PCZ, not yet. Bitcoin dumps, you might get it. If Bitcoin doesn't dump, you're probably not going to get it. We'll look at it. I'll add to the list. Thank you, Christopher, for the $24 super chat. Yeah, so really nice uptrend here on used to wrapped Ether. Keep making higher lows. It would be nice if the asset came down to backtest this high from February 16th. Do I see anything particularly right now that looks great or amazing? I mean, you could try to argue a bullish bat is in development, maybe, right? I mean, maybe. Like, look, XA, B. Oh, I like that. 50. Yep, and 886. See, it's like GRT, it's kind of, in a way. Look at that, man. The actual pattern completion zone of this potential bullish bat is what? It's literally that high. That's it, man. Like, it'd be nice to get that. I mean, it's not a 618, so it's like, yeah, it could reverse here, but I mean, like, it'd probably be very prudent to wait for it to backtest that level, because once it broke it, it never backtested it once. So market participants have no idea if it's even support. So I would think it would be, again, prudent and reasonable to wait for the price to get to 3.5 cents. And let's see what kind of reaction we get from market participants right at that very confluent area, right? A 200% retrace too, which is also like Fibonacci 200. It's its thing. So maybe set your alert up, right? Set up an alert and let's see what happens. We want to get an edge there though, you know. You want to have like bullish divergence always at these pattern completion zones. So it could very well happen, man. So Muse, not bad, not too bad. Be a mega continuation harmonic, right? Very bullish trend so far. Okay, 200 moving average right around there too. That's not bad. Nice. Where it's set up. Okay, next one. Oh yeah, it looks great. Wow. It's really good. Yeah, it's super bullish. Stupid bullish, man. Wow. I mean, it's crazy bullish. Yeah, dude. High to the US dollar.
Hi,
tether.
Mitch, could you give me a TA on NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Line stock, please?
What's up, Mr. THQ? Yeah, this cruise lines probably looks okay, like airlines. This is very, very good. Hive, man, just so much accumulation in a sell wall. It's like this mega pseudo ascending triangle in its own way. All right, I mean, look at this demand line, dude. This thing could in the next, like, I don't know, week double in value. Based on what's going, dude, this is nuts, man. I'm sorry, this is crazy. Do you understand like how big the measured movement of this is? This is stupid. I mean, this is why I say it could double up. If the TA is respected and it actually breaks out here, it could very well be going up to 67 cents. So not doubling up, you know, maybe like a, what, 60% gain or something. Yeah, Hive to US dollar is crazy right now. Yeah, and look left, man. I mean, once you break this remaining pathetic congestion area, you're gone, dude. Right there, that trader settled their high point right there. Yeah, that's it. And then right here is like the highest level ever where traders set it up on the 4 hour. Guess what it is? It's literally exactly that measured move. It's like T8 Tetris. All right, chat. So high US dollar tether may not be great value, but that hidden bullish divergence off the demand line played out. It rallied, and now you're just sitting there. You're just sitting kind of slightly above the resistance. Hive. Nice request, man. Kind of reminds me of Library in its own way. Weird way. Yeah, pen. Yep. There you go. There's the Discord link. We should have joined the Discord. 12,400 plus members, strong and growing every day, and it's where you get notified when I go live, and it's where you can hang out with everyone that you're talking to now when I'm not live. So why would you not join the Discord? It'd be crazy not to. So, all right, Hive looks good. Cool. Next one. Dash. That's been, oh man, what an underperformer, you know? It's like barely performing while Bitcoin rallies, and then when Bitcoin dumps, it doesn't do well, you know, it gets hit pretty hard. It's still alive, man. It's actually still fine. You could definitely say right now it's kind of trying to be that 3 rising valleys. It's just, instead of there, it's here. It's a little more scuffed now, but what I like is kind of just locally, maybe it's not at 3 rising valleys, but still it's hard to argue. It's like one bottom, the same bottom, back testing the old resistance as support. And even when you did that, you actually edge a slight amount of classic bullish divergence from one mini valley to the next. And penny price action versus the upside, you got it, as you can see, the histogram. All right, we got 1 hour, chat. 1 hour until your daily candle close. If you're doing the live stream, the like button, the bell, that sub. This thing's gonna get thrashed if Bitcoin reverses all the daily bearish divergence. It's screwed. It's gonna fall probably to 176 or 142. But if Bitcoin doesn't dump, then I think it's gonna run to 255 and then eventually 280, and then 319 would be the measurement of the structure of consolidation. Okay, that's it. That's Dash. I hate saying that, but it's like if Bitcoin performs, it's got. I mean, the thing is, it's been performing so weak, man, that it may not even get to 318, 319 if Bitcoin runs up to 65K. I mean, it's been performing so bad. All right, think about it. Bitcoin from that buying climax, that high, February 19th for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin recovered 130% of that high before reversing. So you can see the sheer amount of underperformance of this asset. So I think if Bitcoin dumps, this thing's gonna get hit really, really hard. But if Bitcoin rallies, it might make it to the $319, maybe. It's just, there's not that much demand. Obviously, not that much demand for this asset. Still looks okay though. All right. Okay, Brad, sure. Done. Next one, GRT. That, yep, the harmonic is there in a really good contextual position. It's like where you want to see these harmonics develop. Bullish trends like GRT. Yeah, you may never get down there. Look what it's doing. It's trying anyway. Look at this little wick low from Valentine's Day. Look how you broke it and you're holding it. That could be it. What if it's so strong that it can't get to the 786 and it can only get to the 73% retrace, right? It never get into that PCZ. We saw BNB do that. It got to like a 70% retrace on this XABCD and it went pretty nuts after that. It actually ushered in the reversal and it's still in that little leg up. So I guess it all depends on Bitcoin. Be prudent probably to wait, you know, if you want to stick to the rules. But yeah, it's in a spot. It's beautiful. Yep. Yeah, dude. GRT. Pretty nice. I love the MACD histogram where you haven't seen positive momentum since February 22nd. And so now it's just like you're losing your negative momentum. It's taking a while. And also in the RSI, the argument could be made if you hold this.
I am understanding divergences, but what are bearish divergences really? Are bearish divergence on the MACD a slower price increase than the last high? /USDT chart, please. This is Kava's equivalent of AVE. Thank you.
Bernie, please check the description below if you request assets. Thanks, Sam. Divergence. I mean, there's different types of divergence. There's reversal divergence, and there's continuation divergence. Hold on a sec. So like with GRT, if it can hold here with daily candle closes above 159, then the hidden bullish divergence argument could be real, where you've just got locally that low and then the higher low with lower levels of relative strength, but you haven't really pivoted. You're not really, once you start pivoting a little bit, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable to say it, and that would imply a continuation of the upside. And this is a really good spot for Harmonic to be developed, okay? To develop anyway. So it's a little too early to tell, and it hasn't hit a PCZ even though it was so freaking close, right? That's it. That's your GRT. If it actually, like, say it hit the PCZ, then we're talking targets of $2.04, $2.20, and then I think probably eventually $2.71. Yeah, that's it. Goes the next request. Man, we should do a poll before it starts playing out bad or good. Really should do a poll. But yeah, Norwegian, man. This was bullish back here, man. This looked great. It was like a pseudo ascending triangle where you had ice line. It was the sell wall. He broke through it once, but it just kept back testing, and holding. God, there was a harmonic right here too. Jeez. Once it broke above 20 bucks, we knew it was really bullish. It was in real good shape to go higher, and it certainly is going higher. Very nice. I just haven't been here in a while, so look left. Let me show you. Well, maybe, is it not? Is it not? Maybe not. Maybe it was just I was plotting these highs here. Yeah, the wick high and then the candle high closes. Yeah, so anyway, you gotta be open-minded a little bit. Sometimes it's not gonna be perfect, and you know, you get chop and you get noise, but it doesn't invalidate what you might be thinking, or there's that zone of resistance, a sell wall, and then accumulation at the same time. That is ascending triangle stuff. So right now it's just in a really nice uptrend, and there's not, well, you're starting to get to some chop, right? That first peak ever, that February 2013 level. Yeah, Yeah, man, you're now at the chop level. Like, once you broke that, there was a good chance you'd be running up this level. And now it's not as clear.
I've got XRP, Dash, Zcash, etc. BCH and Dios. All useless. Shall I change horses? Cheers, bro.
That's your prerogative, holder. I mean, like, you just own them as investments or something? Or why do you own them? You know? Oh, well, I just want to make money. Well, I mean, okay, are they useless like you say? Dang, that's not a very good strategy. You buy something that's useless and provides no real world value, goods or services, right? And you know, there you can tell, like, this cycle has been pretty cool because it's like people that did their own research on the not the fundamentals, I guess you'd call it fundamentals. People that actually researched just on use cases for these newer coins have been rewarded, right? Like the GRTs and the Thetas and T-Fuel and the DOT, right? Polkadot, Cardano, right? Those people have been really, you know, they have outperformed these other legacy coins that are kind of useless. So I would say that it's not a bad thing to research these assets before you own them. I mean, you know, like, what does Dash even do that is so special that warrants it outperforming the rest of the market or the other S coins? Probably nothing. So I don't know, man. Like, my big ones are like BAT was another that has use case, it works, and look what happened. You know, they got the Grayscale, got added to the Grayscale trust, just like other ones did, like Filecoin. And a few more, handful of others. So, right, that you answered your own question by you called them useless and you own them and they do nothing. You answer your question. So, okay. So it's now finally gotten to an area that makes you say, I don't know, a lot of congestion up here, and these are kind of reversal areas. You know, you got to get above all that chop, and that's a big zone. You get above $37, that's where you go to the big markup levels, right? We're talking, you go to $48. Because look, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, like straight down, straight up. I mean, that's where another big breakout point is on Norwegian Cruise Line holdings. So at this point, there's where a pullback could occur. Let's look at the weekly. Bitcoin is not looking very good on the 4-hour right now with less than an hour to go. It's just flirting with breaking that 58,092 area. I think if it does break 58,092 or whatever, it could have its drawdown to 55K. Bitcoin could. Weekly. It's just in a nice uptrend. I mean, there's probably like a channel or something too. Let's see here. Yeah, you're in an uptrend. Okay, so I don't see a long opportunity right now since it's just gotten to where if someone was taking a long at like $18.66, $20 in the breakout, this is an area where people will be, you know, taking some profit. So until it breaks all that, it's tough to say it's going to go much higher. But eventually $48 if it ever breaks $37. Okay, so that's Norwegian. It's not like, oh, what a great opportunity right now to take a long. Wow. What happened? So B-dubs, sure. Union Protocol. All right. And that's the next one that met the minimum criteria and people have requested. So go to it. Never seen this in my life. Obviously not much data. Beautiful, beautiful uptrend, man. My God, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Look where you are, too. You're on the cusp of a major breakout. There's either a big reversal point or a moon shot. This is wacky chart, man. I have no idea where this thing's going if it breaks this resistance. What I would do, though, for sure, is Fibonacci. That's all you can do, man, on these, right? I mean, if that's your data looking left, I mean, forget it. So this is certainly not a long area, like a reasonable, not low risk long area. As it's look at it, it's up 10% today. But if it breaks that, man, that 615,000 wrapped ways resistance, then its target is 747,000 wrapped ways, and then your golden mean ratio is 921,000 wrapped ways. Okay, so what a freaking uptrend. Look at all this accumulation. Look at these higher highs, higher lows. Just what a great uptrend. There was a great time, better time to be looking at it. And it was down here, and I'll bet you, look how it all started, dude. Look how it all started. Is that a bullish Bartley pattern? 61% B. That might be a little too deep. But here's the thing, though. On this one, it's such low liquidity, man. Look, I mean, is it really the scam wick, or is it just right here where traders settled up? Then it makes a lot more sense. It's just low liquidity, man. That's it. 786-886, man.
Patreon. Thanks, boss.
Sorry, hold on a sec. Thank you for the 25. I'm just trying to get this here. And then look, man. Look what happened. You had one bottom and then a second bottom. You had a reaction low and a confirmation low. And that's what you want. You want the confirmation low. And then it goes. This is like ORN. This is like Rose. This is like the other ones. Maybe Ocean. Yeah, it was like Ocean and a couple more where it started its journey, right? It was on a chart, and then it sold off, and then this XABCD structure was created around the same time as all the others, and look what it's manifested into. Absolute pandemonium, positive pandemonium, and it's on the cusp of the biggest breakout it would ever have, right? Because there's nothing above that. That's it. It's the last area, so who knows where it could go. But yeah, I mean, it's like big time, like gone parabolic, right? Yeah, like that. That's what it's in. It's like a parabolic uptrend right now. There you have it. Your UNN to wrapped ether.
Noise! No request, just a thank you.
Gregory, thank you for the 2009 super chat. Really appreciate that. Very cool of you. Supporting the stream community.
Noise!
Thanks for all you do, Mitch. Could we please take a look at EXRD/USDC? Mainnet launching in June. Hype in the chat.
Bitcoin R got things 20. Yep, we'll look at it. We'll look at it, dude. All right. Next one is literally that. Oh, I like this. We're on like, I'm not behind. It's like, boom, you tip, boom, we look at it. Very rare this happens. Erratics on Uniswap. Another crazy looking one. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, like, we just look at it, dude. Almost the same. This is your big zone of resistance right here. 18 to 19 cents. You break that, there's nothing above you. Outer space. Look at that uptrend, man. It's so gorgeous. So freaking nice. Yeah, it's probably just a parabolic uptrend. I mean, we just get the curve line tool again, right? And started down here, and it kind of like broke it, didn't it? Kind of broke it, but it just keeps rallying. So I don't know, how would we size this one up? Bitcoin's about to break the 58,090 area, so look out. Look out, dude. Ooh, I like that. That's it, right? That's beautiful. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 1, 2 on the top. And look at the heart line being bounced. That's it. That is a great interpretation of sizing of this trend. Okay, you're in the upper part of the parallel channel, and the top of the upsloping resistance, or the supply line, would be around 20 cents, 19.5 cents, which is lined up with that wick high from November 18th of last year. So nice, very nice. We extend this out and see if we get any more bonus touches. Yeah, you look at that. You get that heart line respect over here. Nice uptrend, man. Pretty chart, not much data. On the cusp of possibly extraordinary things if it ever broke this. Okay, I'm just going to plot it here for your context. That's the zone right there, the glory zone. Okay, EXRD USD seed, first time ever looking at it. Nice. What's up, hot boxing? Comp, yeah. What's up, Danny, dude? Wait, sorry, I read that before it happened.
Danny Duckworth tipped $25.
I know it didn't. Never mind.
Dumb bitch. Thoughts on Woo US? Next entry. Thank very much.
Danny, thanks to 25. Yeah, we'll look at it. We will look at Wu Tang. We looked at it, I think yesterday. It looked okay, I think. Dude, y'all are getting me to look at so many exotic, unheard of S coins lately that I can't even remember. I know we did them, but it's like, what did the chart look like again? It probably looks like this one or something. I figured it out. So next one. Is that one I'm gonna watch those? Yes. Yeah, man, this one was okay. Right, it was like dragon. It broke out, it ran up, and it hit reasonable targets exactly, right? Trader set up their highest point February 6th. It went up to that. Sweet. So now it's sold off, and it's you know, it's another one that looks like it could be an XABCD. It's not deep enough. I think it would need to go to 392 if it was going to hit a PCZ of any sort of harmonic pattern. But it's really, dude, it's really trying to hold. It's very similar to GRT in ways, right? It's in its respect to its kind of newly manufactured supports from like early February, as you can see. Regarded, like support, resistance, support, holding. And now you probably got a supply line here that you haven't broken, right? You have not broken that supply line. I mean, it could in ways be a Wyckoff reaccumulation. And here goes Bitcoin, right? I mean, it's about to break that support, and just don't be surprised if 55K is the next target if 58,092 really does break, okay? Yeah, Wyckoff reaccumulation stuff could be happening, and this would be the creek. This would be, if you broke that supply line, you would be jumping across the creek, which would be really bullish. Okay, and then, you know, if you jump across the creek, you're going up to 540 again, 550. That's the top of the range, duh. So you're kind of at the lower risk areas of what you could consider the reaccumulation range. All right? Not bad. So it means like, how does one size this up? It's tough because it could be much lower, you know? I mean, like if you have a stop loss like this, you know, just below that candle low close from February 7th, you know, you could, and then it's 4.3 to 1. You could even loosen it up a little bit. But the problem is, what if it goes down to 392? Well, then it'd still be at a low risk area, but you'd be stopped out. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like when you're presenting a request to me at this current time, at this current level, and I'm trying to, you know, show you like what the thinking process that has to be done, you know, if you're wanting to take a long run. It's like you gotta make concessions.
ESTI, if you wouldn't mind taking a look, posted a chart in Discord.
Short native, thanks dude. Yeah, we'll look at it. All right, thanks. Okay, so I mean, it's like that, or, you know, you could wait and then try to take a long, like, back at that low point, but it just tested it twice and is now failing to go back down to test it again. So it's kind of like minor local accumulation right there. Shh, really quiet. You know, you could wait if it was going to do that, and then it'd be easy there, because then it would be like at its lowest points, the stop loss could be right below that wick low, and then it'd be safe, and one could have more upside, and then it'd be like 4.2 to 1 reward to risk. But you're a little too high right now. You're up almost 2% today. So you understand what I'm saying, right? These are hard decisions you have to make using your technical analysis if you want to get in, or if you're fearing. This isn't FOMO, but it's almost like, in a way, like a more reasonable fear of missing out. Oh, I fear I might miss out on the actual trade because look at the areas that it's holding right now. Clearly, historically, it makes sense as a potential reversal area, as it has multiple times in the past, the short past that it's been here. So it's not unreasonable to size it up like this on comp. But what if Bitcoin dumps all weekend, and then it's going to go back down, and then you get stopped out, and it's like, all right, it might be time to wait, because Bitcoin's kind of looking weak right now in the 4 hour. You know? All right, that's it. Comp. Interesting. It's the creek. Jump across the creek, and then you'll see 540 to 550 again. And then if you break that, see ya. You know, much higher. This is another really good performer. But, you know, at the same time, it's like, is that a one top and a second top? Bitcoin's done. If Bitcoin's bearish divergence is going to play out, yeah, probably. Bullish pattern, bearish indicators, gross. Not what you want as a trader. As a trader, we want utopian stuff. We want bullish patterns and bullish indicators, right? Yes. Falling wedge pattern with hidden bullish divergence. Yes. Cut with handle. Very, very well-developed bearish divergence for the first time this entire cycle. Meh. That's Drake. Nah. No. Yikes. Next one. Wu-Tang trade. Yep, it looked good. It still looks good. It's breaking out, right? It was nice. It was really nice. It was a rectangle, and this was like a, well, it wasn't partial decline, but it looked really at one valley, two valley, kind of three valleys, and it's breaking the top of the zone. And I think if it, you can see the price action. If it can contain, or if it can hold this, it's up 7.45% today. If it can hold that and back test it and hold it as support, I think the target's 52 cents and then 63 cents after that. That doesn't change. This is, we analyzed this before the breakout, really, right? So no change. One valley, two valleys, three valleys, kind of. I mean, you could also look at it like it's trying to be like the rising valleys. It's just tremendous amounts of accumulation are very apparent over and over and over. Consecutive higher lows in an uptrend. Beautiful, man. Targets 52 cents eventually, then 63 cents, assuming Bitcoin doesn't dump. Who knows? This thing could get wrecked, just like everything could get wrecked. The macro, which is Bitcoin, the bearish signals actually are respected. Wu-Tang trade. All right, no change. Same analysis. Moving on.
Could the bearish divergence on BTC take us to the bottom of the channel in the cup and handle to play and go higher?
Go with Endelman. Go with Endelman. Yes, it could. Yeah, that'd be that bearish divergence actually playing out. Yes, correct. We actually talked about that scenario a little early in the stream, where the bearish divergence plays out, it runs down, and it hits the freaking curve line of the parabolic trend. It hits the bottom of the little handle, and then 4 hour bullish divergence develops down there, and then it rallies to all-time highs and beyond.
All the best from Amsterdam.
Pumpy Dumpy, thanks, dude. Yeah, sure. If you're so inclined. Sure, man. Let's look at this. What's going on? Weird. Okay, so, yeah, PSTI, I've been here before. Very critical area. I mean, this could be incredible, actually, but it's freaking biotech. I think it's showing an XABCD. I don't think it broke anything. I don't think it's broken that major supply lane. Here we go, Bitcoin. Yeah, look at that. Right. I don't even think anything really makes sense on this. It's, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can't say that's not an amazing area for a longer term. That's 2008. 2008, and you're showing at, you know, you bounce, like that was the initial bounce. This is the last time we looked at it, I think, last year. But now it's, is it trying to spring? Back test to spring for the first time ever? It kind of. Let's look at this high point. Oh, yeah, it's that wick low right there. Is that it? That wick low. So, yeah, 450 is a spring back test of spring. Let's look at it. Oh, we've got a harmonic here, don't we? Probably a Gartley? Maybe a Gartley? Sorry, chat. No one's buying Bitcoin right now. Yeah, dude, this is... Oh, my God. It could be freaking perfect. Oh, my God. Anyone seeing this? Wow. That's definitely a bullish Gartley. Yes. Bullish Gartley at the pattern completion zone. And at the spring back test of some sort, right? Yeah. This is how reversals happen, Larry. These patterns can usher them in. And when there's context looking left, that's even better, man. So what will be better is if we had a little bit more help on the oscillators. Nothing really looks that great on the weekly, daily or weekly oscillators. You're just not getting help, but you do have a nice structure. So I think Scott Carney would approve of this. Kind of tough to say. Is that the reaction and the continuation? I don't know, man. I don't think you have enough help on the oscillators, but you're at a low risk area, certainly. And I mean, you know your targets are going to be like pretty much C, 1210. Yeah. But there's going to be support resistance looking left too, though. Yeah, there's all kinds of chop looking left. So if you're just playing harmonics without any kind of ice line resistance stuff, you got to go for 1210 and you got to go for 1328. Now that's Casey Stubbs targeting. Right there. Boom. All right, very good looking chart now. I mean, FTM, Phantom, hidden bullish divergence is still in development. It's MAC Destin, it's like local support, right? It's at all-time highs.
Can you review Nimiq dollar NIM?
Lucas, thanks for the 110 rubles. Sputnik dollars, Sputnik bucks. Thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look at Nimiq. Thank you. Yeah, so daily's okay. But oh yeah, this was the failed Gartley. You know, it started playing out. It hit a somewhat of a target, then just underperforming, but still at. Yeah, I mean, anything above this 39.5 cent area is okay. It's just, man, some of these just aren't catching bids, man. Like, what do you do? Like, that could be the argument that it played out, and that was it, man. So, you know, back to the drawing boards on this one. It was in a really good spot, man. In other situations, this is exactly where major reversals on these harmonics play out. It played out, but only to make a very moderate retrace before dumping to lower prices. So, thanks. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, maybe is it a double bottom or something? Maybe. I don't know, dude. Like, do I see a structure here that's so powerful and so amazing? It's just a bunch of chop, dude. Bunch of chop. Direct harmonic. I mean, you could argue and try to say right now, maybe if we're looking at it, there's a supply line that you have yet to break. You have not broken that supply line. Too much white space here. I'm trying to say it's a wedge or something. It's maybe, right? Downsloping price contraction's real. I'm just spitballing here, just hanging out, having a good time. Happy Friday, enjoying the live stream and the like button, the bell, sub, of course, right? If it breaks out, then yeah, it could run up to its previous highs, 52, 53 cents, and then 63 cents. Right, re-anchoring that, or augmenting that Fibonacci. All right, so if it was going to break out of this to the upside, then you would think that 50% retrace and a 62% retrace would be the target eventually. So, but I don't know how it's going to do it if Bitcoin bearish divergence plays out. All right, I mean that's maybe a way to size it up. It's kind of unconventional. It's kind of weird, but it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of 6 touches. A little white space there. It's still fine. I mean, I still think it's okay. I still think it could be valid. Trying to get that. It's just right near that breakout too. So yeah, put it on your watch list. Pay attention to it. You know, look at it this way, and let's see what happens. All right, could be good. Right, flip that chart over. You know, think about a major downtrend, and you're showing a rising wedge like this, dude. Look out. I would not want anything to do with this asset if it was showing this on my chart. It was bearish like that. God. So you flip it over, it's the same argument, but the other way. We've had success on this before. I mean, the Garlic kind of failed us, you know, but send an uptrend and downsloping price contraction, which is bullish reversal stuff. So we'll see what happens. A bullish pattern, a bullish trend. Better than a bearish pattern and a bullish trend. All right. Next one. Something weird. Low volume market cap. I don't want anything to do with it, but that's a crypto somehow. Anyway, I can get it to just the US dollar tether pair or something. I can get a US dollar pair, but can you even trade that? It's BUSD. Oh, here we go. Auction the US dollar tether on Haboy. Maybe I'll do that one. Yeah. Oh man. It was good. It looked great, and now it's mooned a little bit, so whatever. Yeah, 3 rising valleys. It played out. Well, it was more like almost a freaking pseudo ascending triangle. Consecutive higher lows. And then that sell wall right there, you broke it. Yeah, I don't know what. So you're requesting an asset that's already kind of playing out, and it's like the time to be asking about the asset is down here when it's like showing a third valley and it's losing its negative momentum. It's bullish convergence right there. That's the time to be requesting it, not after it's rallied and it's up, you know, a lot. So I mean, the next target I think eventually would be 43, 46, but it hasn't gotten there. There's no reason why it wouldn't eventually run up to test that. But at the same time, since you're in the dead middle between supports and resistance, so you come to back test 32.89 as support before going higher. So it has not done it, and there's nothing implying like upside next, or because when the move already happens, you know, it's kind of like the bullish convergence here was really strong. It was really good. You know what, dude? This is actually, wow, it was close, but that's why you have to pay attention, man. Know your divergence. This is hidden bullish divergence on the third valley, and that's exactly the best conditions you're going to ever get on a 3 rising valleys or ascending triangle. 1 valley, 2 valley, the third valley is higher than the second valley, and you show hidden bullish divergence. That's what you want, man. That is a powerful combination of variables for this potential type of structure, okay? Good, great. So I can't help you now, but man, for educational purposes for everyone watching the stream, that was strong. Remember the rule of 3, man. Things across the charts do things 3 times. After that third time, that mathematical probability increases a lot that something's gonna happen afterwards. So like after that third time, so it can extend on 4, 5, but 3 times, man, over and over and over again. You just see it. It's a weird phenomenon. All right, next one. What was that? Okay. I guess there's not only one exchange. You can really look at it. Yep, that's it. KuCoin. It was. We've been here before. It looked great, and then it broke out. And it's like, really, dude? Go figure. I'm so friggin' surprised. I mean, look at it, man. Yeah, it looked like DNT or something at one point. I mean, that. You see it? It's accumulation with a sell wall, and it broke it. And if you're talking about measured move stuff, it's hit the measured move and pull back. There's no reason to request assets like this because they looked great, and it was a great time to request them. Back in 4 days ago, 5 days ago, it was a great opportunity to request this asset. It's too late now. It broke out, and it's like we don't care about the breakouts now. Like we care about the low risk, high reward opportunity areas for an entry, and it's gone. It broke out. So cool. Momentum shifted. Look, your lows, lower lows, slightly higher low, but it's the same low, and then a higher low, higher lows, and then you're just butting up against this 8.4 tenths of 1 cent area, 9.3 tenths of 1 cent area. Once you broke that, pow, gone. Okay. So it could continue, of course, whatever. I don't know. Where's it going to go, dude? I mean, it's already hit the freaking target for someone who's reasonable here. High to low. All right, 2618 was 1.5 cents. I mean, if this was gonna go nuts, the only thing I can do is say 1.5 cents, and if it ever went crazy again, 3.618 is gonna be 2 cents. It's a long way to go, man, and I mean, it never happened, but I'm just giving you, with no data looking left, you know, like, that's all you can do is fib extensions. That's all I can give you. So 1.5 and 2 cents are would be your next major outer fib extensions. Okay. This is the stuff you want to see, but you only want to see it before the breakout, not after. Okay, there's your NIM to US dollar tether on KuCoin. That's it, dude. We got through the request. We did it, man.
Bruh.
We did it. All right, let's see. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Yep, neutral on the 4 hour, at least since the 14th. Your price contraction's very clear and concise. Higher lows, lower highs, neutral. The epitome of neutral on a chart is price contraction, and you got it.
Have you looked at one yet? I've been in for a little while. Curious what your opinion is on the chart now. I'm not sure how to tip other than super chat from my phone app. Sorry about the gift to YouTube.
It's all good. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, we can look at one coin. I think we looked at it yesterday. I think it went nuts, right, or something. Harmony coin, maybe. I love that name. It's amazing, but I'm gonna watch those and now it's not. The heck? Getting gaslighted? Here we go, chat. It's breaking the support. That's what I'm talking about. Get right, Bitcoin. That's what I'm saying. You break this little high here. We're trying to set up their highest point of ever. February 21st. That, well, it was before the new all-time high. You break that. I mean, there's just no reason why it wouldn't go to around 55K or at least 56.5 to test this little potential demand line right there. Can I Luna to the tip jar? How would I do that, B-dubs? How would I do that? What do you mean? Do you mean like make a variation? Is there a logo cool or something? I mean, is it special? I don't know. These newer logos haven't really been that cool, man. These newer ass coins. So, soul searching. You know why the stream's called soul searching, because Bitcoin is in such a weird
Anderson
spot.
Rivera's hit $21.
critical
Could
spot.
you check out BMBL? I know not much data, but looking like a nice structure and does something yourself.
Sure, Anderson, thanks 21. Yep, sure. We'll do it. Oh my god, dude. I still don't understand why I can't get one on my freaking watch list. This is crazy. This is psychotic.
What up, dog?
So 20% today, so
Any
bad
possible
requests
targets for
out the gate.
OXT? Also, did you ever finish Glamora? Was I right or was I right?
Did not finish Gamora. Got caught up with many other shows like Vikings and The Last Kingdom. So yeah, I just got to get back on it. But no, I loved it. It was good. It was just I don't know, man. But I don't want to bring up where I'm at, you know. So it's a good show. I like it. It's very dark though, right? Very, very dark. Thank you, Chris, for the recommendation. It's good. Gamora. So, dude, this thing, there was opportunity. It was great, you know. Much lower right now, it's just gone ape-s, right? It's bearish divergence, really. I mean, it's development of bearish divergence in the 4 hours, very real. Your major fib extensions and stuff. Right, I mean, that old all-time high zone, and then you have the support. So do you have anything on, you know, again, there's daily, just a parabolic uptrend, just straight line up. There's nothing to really look at here. It's gonna close in 16 minutes at its highest level of all time. It got as high as 12.6 cents. You'd think 15 cents would be the next psychological resistance. And that's it. There's no help I can really give on assets like this. Just doesn't make sense. Oh my god, it's like, oh, parabolic uptrend, and it's, look how far, like it could dump all the way down to 7 cents and still be in a parabolic uptrend, I guess, right? It's just straight line up. Not much I can do. Alright. Oh my god, what? Dude, is this the dating app? Bumble? Oh my god, going long on Bumble on Monday or something? Yeah. Yeah, dude, this looks incredible. I can't even believe it, man. Freaking Bumble. Now, yeah, it could go lower, right? It could keep selling off and eventually come down to, you know, this 61.35 area. But yeah, like really nice looking stuff, dude. That's gorgeous. Yep. So you don't know if the bottom's in on the right shoulder. There's a lot more room for downside. But eventually, yeah, it could end up turning into that, and then of course could moon. So a little unclear there. Right, a little unclear about that right shoulder. And really tough to when it's not clearly at the bottom. You know, I think $64 would be amazing because that's like the lowest level of that left shoulder, and it could go test that like it's done it before right here, but it could go test it again. And that could be a great entry.
What are your thoughts on BTC going sideways for days without up like it had previously done during the bull run? ETH is still where it was when BTC was at 38K.
It's an underperformer, and Bitcoin goes sideways. I don't think Ethereum's going to just start catching bids, really. I mean, it could, but I think Bitcoin has to perform. And Ethereum will perform, but it will underperform. But hey, cool stuff, man. Yeah, Ethereum. Yay. Ethereum's just like one of the ugliest bearish-looking charts out there. It can't play out. The bearish stuff can't play out of Bitcoin's coupled with handle actually plays out, and it disregards the daily bearish divergence. I just, you know, I mean, right? Think about it. Bitcoin went 130% fib extension retrace from its previous high, and Ethereum only went up 78% and no higher, really. So obviously an underperformer. If Bitcoin dumps, it's going to get hit harder. And if Bitcoin pumps, Ethereum's just not going to do as well, probably. And that's just the way it's been. So Bumble, dude, get your date naps out. The ladies have to respond to you once you match, if you didn't know. They're looking for the husband, okay? Anyway. Thank you, Anderson. Go Bumble. Man, I'd like to go long on this. If it can get, man, if it got 64 again, that'd be so nuts. There's just, yeah, you're right. There's little data to help us. You always want to see, like, the right shoulder hidden bullish divergence or something crazy, right? You don't have it, so you just be playing a pattern by itself. So if you're only going to play a pattern by itself, you might as well try to be strategic, right? The candle low close. Try to make that as the entry or something. Kind of early. Put on your watch list. Everyone. Bumble. BMBL. LXT was like a symmetrical triangle. I think it was breaking out. It looked good last night. Nice. Bitcoin's holding. It held that support, man. It held it. A little bit, right? But that's beauty. Don't you love it? It's like, yeah, there it is, man. Don't you love when supports are held as support and you can see price action bounce off it? It gives you like confirmation that that's real, man. It's very real. This has been symmetrical triangle season for OXT, where it ushered in the reversal and the continuation. And you're at 75.5 cents, which is I think the highest level, one of them ever. This is the weekly highest candle close of all time, August 16th of last year. It hasn't tested that yet. It's very close. And if it breaks that, it'd be going to, not 52-week highs. Would it be 52-week highs? Nah, not 52-week highs. It'd be, let's say, the highest high of the rally. Would take you to 82.9 cents, and then the 88% retrace is 91 cents, and then your 100% all-time high was $1. So it could be on the way to doing that. I mean, same stuff, man. Is it a cup with a handle or something? Cup with something? It's pretty good looking stuff. It's a very nice uptrend. Remember, the trade setup entry was down here on like 30 cents. Remember that? And where it went? Or pulled back, just made a higher low. And it was going again and could make higher highs than previous highs and run on up to much higher levels. There's very little resistance up here. See in the 4 hour where it settled up. Was like right here at like 84.92 cents. That's a great target if this is going to break 75 cents. Go another 10 cents or so. All right. OXT. Yeah, it looked good last night. And here we go, man, right? Very kind of educational stuff, okay? This is the stuff you look for in uptrends. XABCD stuff, but specifically XA, then B is a really deep, stupidly deep retrace, right? Look where traders settled up, like 78, 88%. And then after that very deep retrace, you get the higher low in the pivot, confirmation low. And then what happens? You run up, and you're near a PCZ of a bearish, you can call it a deep crab, butterfly. It's 1618, you're at it, right? So that's the stuff you look for, man. DOT showing a mega one, a really big one. This is a small one. Okay, so that's very powerful stuff. You can identify the wave structures, right? Oh, it's a shallow retrace. No, a deep retrace on B and the higher low. Man, that is such a great combination. Oh, we did it, man. I think. Yeah, we did it. What's up, egg? Yeah, anyway, I went into that already. Your question. We did it. Good streams, man. Good stream. Been live for almost an hour, 40 minutes, non-stop requests. And beginning of the stream, I went really into detail about how interesting we are, where Bitcoin is, where it's just like, you have to understand, and you can ask anyone who knows how to read charts, Bitcoin's showing the most bearish variables on the oscillators, on the indicators that it's shown in this entire uptrend. But at the same time, the bullish structure, the parabolic uptrend, it's like this stuff can fail, completely get invalidated, and it hasn't yet. It's still maturing. It's almost completely developed, you know. So, but it's like contradicting variables. Very tough, man. A bullish pattern and a bullish trend, but your oscillators are just showing lots of buyer exhaustion. So what do you do? It's tough, man. It's a really tough question. Seven minutes to your daily close. Just tons of indecision on the daily. Ugly. So about to go negative. Okay.
Noise! Hey Mitch, can you check out new to USD? Nice to see you in a good mood today. Did you get played? Maybe on BMBL. You have a glow about you. Cheers, mate.
No. No. Wrong assessment. Thanks.
No request. Great educational stream.
Thanks, dude. EKSO, Exo Bionics, whatever. Bitcoin. Oh, it bounced and now it's right back at it. So it looks like it's about to break it. Yeah, like gonna show like weakness in the close or something. I mean, it's making higher highs, higher lows. That's real. It's 313,000 volume, so immediately no, want nothing to do with it. And look, it's below 738, which is a critical ice line. So. Yeah, it's below the critical area. You got to get above that. You're below it, so it could sell off and hit the demand line again. I don't know. Not really a strategic area for long, in my opinion. After you just failed to break the resistance. What was once resistance is resistance again. Got it. You break it, 918. You break 918, 1122. There you go. Really weird stuff, and I mean just medical supplies. It's an uptrend, but look at the price before. It's terrible. You ever broke 1122, you were going to go to 1489, which is exactly a nice line from 2017. It did that before. Maybe it'll do it again. I don't know. I didn't big time it, dude. There's rules. There's in the description. There is a request minimum for $20. It's like it's real. Didn't big time you. But you're trying to say that if you're saying I'm big timing you, you're saying that my analysis isn't worth $20. So it's worthless, right? Just saying, man. Right? You can say your side of the thing. I'd say the other thing. You obviously don't value my analysis enough, right? In you, I mean, no value. It's selling off. It made its lowest level really since back in mid-February. I don't really see anything that sticks out as great here. I mean, maybe there's a harmonic, like an XABCD, like a butterfly. Kind of looks like a butterfly, but it maybe just still in the middle of a correction. Yeah, that is a butterfly. It's a perfect butterfly. Textbook. Look at the reaction you got. But the reaction was you went up to test resistance from February 5th as resistance again and you failed. So maybe it rallies here if everything else does, but dude, I mean, there's so much downside. It could sell off so much more. Go down to 46.9 cents, then after that 34.7 cents. So I don't know. It doesn't stick out to me as anything special or worthy of taking a long right now. You're below resistance. You're not above it. You're not back testing that support. You're regarding that resistance. So that's not really like great at all. So there you go. Sweet. Request done. Did it. So we got 3 minutes till your daily candle close. So many requests that have been around. I'm for it. Well, Stephen Weinstein, I don't even know why you're here, man. You should just leave if that's the case, right? I'm going to be on a TA channel, watch the stream, and then say no analysis is worth it in a manipulated market. You know all markets manipulated, right? So you should go watch a Moonboy channel, right? That'll provide a lot more value to you than this channel, right? Obviously. Liam, they are. They do all the time. They certainly do all the time. Those manipulators use traditional technical analysis to take their entries on longs. Yes, and shorts. Alright, we got it. Let's say 1 minute, so it's like logo on the 8s. We have less than 2 minutes till your daily close. We're just running at the clock now. Alright, give me a sec to breathe. One minute, 10 seconds, dude, and you're about to break that support. Now, not on the daily, which is cool, but the 4 hour you are. I mean, you're pretty much breaking it right now. You're about to. I don't do price predictions, thanks. $30 seconds, man. So is it, which one's gonna play out, man? The potential cup with handle or the bearish divergence on the daily? It's so tough, man. Contradicting variables. We always look for variables that align, that are all saying the same thing, where we're not getting that at all right now. So, really tough, man. There it is, chat. We did it. New daily candle has been born. Nice. You technically, I think, closed below. You did, maybe? Let's see here. Let's see. You did close below that high from February 21st. In the end. And it was just like at the very end too. You did it. What a joke. So there you go, man. I mean, there's up and down, whatever. It's in price contraction mode. It's very neutral. The neutrality is amplified by the fact that the daily is what I just keep talking about, beating a dead horse here. Bearish divergence, but bullish pattern. So that and the 4 hours contracting in price, it's so coin flippish right now. Okay. There could be so much weakened effery, so just understand that. You could almost expect weakened effery, where the price does dump and it could try to stop out lots of altcoin positions. They get violent, they go down 5, 6, 7%, right? 8%. And Ethereum, you know, has not done anything. It has not broken or invalidated or violated any sort of bear structure that's been created recently. Nope. It's still a very valid argument for downside until it breaks above this, I think, 1872, 1900 area. It hasn't done that. It's failed again. And it technically just engulfed bearishly. So, you know, this thing's gonna do amazing to the down. It's gonna dump so nasty if Bitcoin reverses on the daily bearish divergence. Here we go. Look at this. This will be your first level of negative momentum we get, right? Unless something insane happened where, you know, Bitcoin mooned or something. I just don't know if that's going to happen, right? So, got negative momentum. Bitcoin selling off 57,875. Right out the gate. The new day. It's a new price action below a support on the 4 hour. Still above the support on the daily though. Anything above 57,417 is okay. But you know, you broke back above it March 17th, you know, St. Patrick's Day, and then the past 48 hours you'd been regarding it as support, but not really going anywhere. Any buying just got sold into above this old all-time high. Mysteries abound, man. This is like the most uncertain this chart's looked in this whole cycle. The whole cycle, there's been so much bullish indication, bullish patterns. At the same time, the indicators are also implying upside. Now it's different. Now that has changed. Okay? Are we gonna make it, chat? We're gonna see 67K, which is the second target of the trade setup. If one was trading, they should still have some of their position. No matter what, man. Like we know, okay, we could see 52K. That'd be bullish 5-0 stuff, exact bullish 5-0 stuff. But at the same time, maybe it doesn't. So we're not worried about it going down here or up now. Like it could be so bullish that it just breaks up now. I mean, that is a really good potential structure. Okay, bullish structure. I don't know. I haven't looked at the 50-day moving average. No, it's not a support, dude. You're so far away. You haven't touched the 50-day moving average since January 27th. So not maybe the 20 though. 20 could be. Yeah. Nope, not even quite. You're still above the 20. I mean, you're above all the moving average. Beautiful. I don't look at these very often. You don't need to. Always have the 200 up though, man. 200's just, you know. Harrison, you asked a question. Please read the description below if you ever request something. Thanks. All right, y'all. So I think you hopefully have a better grasp of what's going on. I wish it was, hey man, we're showing a bullish pattern, a bullish trend right now. You're just not. You're showing a bearish pattern and another bearish pattern in a bullish trend. That just is not as easy then. It starts becoming, it very well could reverse here. At the same time, it could be a big old bamboozling session where it just hits that neckline and then rallies and goes to all-time highs.
Hey Mitch, do you like Supertramp, the band? And could you take a peek at CRV/USDT at some time?
So dude, thanks. I've never heard of them. Thank you. CRV was another one of the Harmonic legends. That it had a price contraction and it broke to the upside. And so old resistance. Candle closes back from September last year. You gotta love how it sprung and back tested that spring. Very nice convergence there too. And it broke out, and now it's above. What is that? Oh, okay. We're trying to set up their lowest point ever, and on a way from August, you're above that slightly. So I think next target could be 314. Anything above 269 long enough could take you there, and you know if you had a measured move too. I mean. Another way to look at targeting. I love the breakout and the back test before it started going. That target's 303, so it's kind of all you had going for you on CRV. Okay, remember the old super beautiful XABCD that ushered in the miraculous run. It just didn't stop. Okay, that's it. All right, so all Bitcoin's doing is below that 4-hour high from February 21st, and now it's back testing it as resistance. All right, so it's the correlation of price action is very real there. Got it. Only 2 hours in the stream.
Noise!
Sure.
Could we take a look at Arcane, the stock? Thanks for being here every day, as appreciated today as for 6 months back once I find this stream.
Thank you,
Shout
man.
out to the awesome community. Heart, victory hand.
Thank you for the support, PK Pierre, man. I really appreciate it. And here's your arcane, right? It's the arcane. Ooh, I mean, like, if it doesn't keep selling off, you could try to argue there's hidden bullish divergence going on. But it's kind of in the dead middle of a range. Dead middle of range is kind of rough, right? Because it's like coin flip. What if it could sell off to 26.6 cents, you know? And then what? Or from here, it could rally to 37.4 cents, 39 cents. It's tough. So, well, at the same time, I mean, a little too deep for XABCD. Is it a 5-0? I mean, 61% retrace. I mean, like, I was just talking about this. Like, it seemed kind of promising, but then, like, the sell-off started happening. It was like, oh, impending price action continuation implied, until you didn't catch any. You just started selling off, like, you know, the past couple days. So it's there, but it's kind of getting weird now. It's not as good looking. So you gotta wonder, is it just coming down for a second test, and this could be a confirmation low, and then it runs again? I mean, if it ever broke 39 cents, man, this thing's gone. Where does this thing go, man? It goes up here. That's straight up, straight down. So yeah, I mean, you get a higher low. I think if this finds a way to make a higher low, Pierre, you got a real good chance of running up to it. This could be almost like interpreted as a rectangle too. And if this runs up to 37, 39 cents again, that's the top of the range, this would be considered a potential partial decline. If you hit the top though, it is a confirmed partial decline. And when a confirmed partial decline happens, you got a 70% chance of breakout of the upside, according to Bulkowski's research. This is the rectangle. This is the potential partial decline, so you must pay attention. If it really starts going and we start getting up to this top of the zone again, very high probability of a breakout to the upside. How we target that? Pretty easy, right? Let me get rid of this Fibonacci. I would think a measured move would suffice. Or you could Fibonacci from the all-time high to low and go that route too. Right, I mean, a 50% retrace is 51 cents. You could think psychological 50 cents could be a good target. At the same time, you could also, again, measure the size of the rectangle range. Another way. From that breakout. And look, 50 cents, like X marks the spot kind of as one target. And then your second target, I think, could be like 68 cents. So 50 cents, 68 cents, if this thing's going to make this higher low, rally back up to show the confirmed partial decline, and then it goes. Extremely high probability, very nice edge if you get back up to that area once more after making the higher low than the previous low. Go up here. It's not bad. It's not on, it's on OMX STO. So, all right. Not bad. Yep, so anything below 58,090, 58,087, you know, you could end up going to 55K or at least 56.2, which is maybe a demand line there of what it seems to be some price contraction or just a symmetrical triangle. So get above 58,090, I'll feel a lot better, and then just engulf the previous candle. And all you gotta do, man, I think is at this point break the supply line that's been created, and it could be time. It could be time to go insane to the second target of the trade setup, $67,000. Or if you're going to look at the daily cut with handle potential cut with handle, yeah, 72K would be that target. So same time, you just got to understand and be aware that it is kind of coin flippish right now because the bullish pattern the bullish trend, that's very good. But when your indicators are showing bearish reversal stuff, it makes it a lot tougher. All right, remember, what you want to see for like strong longs and feeling real good about it are bullish patterns. Bullish patterns with bullish indication, hidden bullish divergence. Hidden bullish divergence. So think about it. Your indicators are saying upside. Your trend is saying upside. Your pattern is saying upside. On the 4-hour and the 60-minute, there were even more bullish indicators, things saying bullish, right? You had everything going your way here. This was a trade setup entry down here, like 33K, right? The inverse head and shoulders on the 60-minute because the 4-hour and daily were both implying upside. And look where it went, man. Okay? So you don't have that now. You did. Then we had another trade setup that we're still in right now that it was off of the daily hidden bullish divergence. But unfortunately on this rally now, you're finally showing some buyer exhaustion that could be very weak and become invalid if there's just literally Bitcoin's an asset that we can't compare anything to because there's never been anything that's such finite supply and to this much demand now. Nothing on the planet has had this much. All right. So that's what I'm saying, and you just gotta understand nothing's certain in these markets, especially right now. Like it was better. This is just not as strong, but it still can play out, man. It can still rally. Are we Coolio? Are we Coolio, chat? Check out the NFT. There's only 2 left. It is the Elon Doge creation. Money printer go burr. Bitcoin black hole absorbs the money printer going burr. So here we're just looking at the money printer, or we're looking at this asset, the black hole. All right. If you enjoyed the live stream, the like button, the bell, the sub. Thanks so much for being here on this Friday. It's whatever, 1,323 y'all. Thanks for the 547 likes. What I'm hoping for, right? You know what Gavin Crown said. If Bitcoin, what was it? Let's read what he said on one of his contributions today. If Bitcoin makes new all-time highs by Monday evening, Mitch's top donation will see a new all-time high next week. Mark my words. So he's implying if Bitcoin sees higher prices before Monday evening, I guess Monday's candle close, above $61,800, $61,794. What is it exactly? $61,788.45. Then he will supplant BitcoinCasino.io as the top Jesus of the stream. That's what he said. So that's a long way to go, but let's pray for some weekend effery to the upside, not downside. Okay. Hi in the chat. Okay. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate all the support y'all give every day. I do my best to analyze these assets, and you can only do all you can do, man. So because that's enough. If we get close to all-time highs, I'm going live for that, whenever it is. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Okay.
name is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.